Welcome.
Welcome.
I am David.
Nice to meet you.
And
Haven't seen you in a long time.
Who are you?
I'm Chris.
Wow. Well, welcome to the Life is Peachy YouTube reaction channel where I put the love of my life through the torment, the torture, the agony of reacting to heavy music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, no, it's true. I do not like... No, wait.
Oh, that's a bit of a stretch.
No, that's a bit of a stretch.
Yeah.
I do not listen to heavy music myself.
More accurate. Fresh from launching a brand new podcast called the Life is Peachy podcast, where essentially I talk about albums that left a mark on my life, made a huge impact, mainly from my younger days, back in the day. And each episode features a guest, and I was thinking, hey, what could be something else fun to tie in with the podcast? And here you are.
Here I am.
Here we are.
I grew up mainly listening to 60s, 70s, 80s music. I'm a big Beatles fan. And I now listen mainly to pop rock, some classic rock and rock, folk.
Some classic rock and rock.
Some classic rock and rock.
Oh, okay. I was like, hey, that's a cool new genre. Classic rock and rock.
Did I mention country? I don't think I did. I am open to a new experience, so I'll let him drag me here.
Episode 1 of the podcast introduced my world, my introduction into heavy music, and I thought, what a place to start then, hey?
Yeah.
Start where it kind of began for me.
Are we starting with Sepultura?
We are starting with Sepultura. We are song Roots Bloody Roots from the album Roots.
So that's not with Derek.
It's not. I see. She does an old thing or two.
No, I'm open to things. I like Derek. He's nice.
What I like about Chris is, and the reason that I thought this channel would be fun, what I like about him, that you like, you know, you're not here. Hello. Yes, heavy music isn't your go-to.
No.
But one of the things I love about what we have is that I can share my passions with you. I can share everything with you, and you will listen, you will learn, and then at the end of it, if you say, yeah, I mean, I still don't like it, that's totally fine, I respect that. And you will also say why, and I love that because it's not about convincing you or convincing people to love the music I love, but it
makes me a bit more open to it.
To be a bit more open, and heavy music can be one of those genres that suffers from that because, and yeah, I understand, some people say it's noise. But there's obviously, like with all art, more to it than that. And it's, not about convincing you. I just love the conversations, and maybe we can start other conversations with heavy music.
You guys.
Who knows?
Join the conversation.
I am starting with Sepultura Roots Bloody Roots. Feel free to leave a comment below maybe what your first Sepultura song was, or if you were doing this channel, what song you may have started with in terms of introducing one of your lives to heavy music and Sepultura. Yes, if Chris is still here in the next episode, then you know that we're still together, we haven't broken up. I love it. From the 1996 album Roots, produced by Ross Robinson.
Wait, so it's the song Roots Bloody Roots from Roots.
From Roots.
By Ross Robinson.
By
producer.
Ross Robinson, yes.
Yeah, that's a lot of ROs.
So it's a lot of ROs. But
Ross Robinson, if you're looking at this, please contact the man. He will die of happiness.
Yes, that is true. This was their 6th album in 1996, and it was a very exciting time for the band.
Not just for the band.
Oh yeah. It was a good year all round, not just music-wise. And if I had some sort of ding sound effect there or something as well.
Please do.
Roots Play Roots, Sepultura, from the album
Roots. Suffering should be creative, should give birth to something good and lovely.
Positivity.
Well, something with suffering, I don't know. Ooh, there's spinning. Ooh, there's a cross. Ooh, people with
Dreadlocks, you like that?
I do like dreadlocks. Awesome.
Signature Andreas lead guitar sound for sure. Have you ever heard Max Cavalera and Sepultura before?
I haven't heard Max before, I think.
Okay.
I've mainly listened to the albums that you've worked on with them.
Well, here we go.
I think it's an interesting combination with like tribal art and like church-related art.
Yeah, yes. It was also the era where all bands would rep other bands. So he's wearing a Deftones shirt. That's also how I discovered so many bands, because of what other bands repped. It was awesome.
Before the internet, you guys. Oh wait, so that's his brother, right? On the drums.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Who was still in the band when he
Was that Andreas? Just before?
I missed it. But
yes, there he is. Oh.
Well, that's Paulo.
Oh wait, I'm
Bass.
confused. Already failing.
Love this part of the vocals.
Why?
Just goes up a little bit in intensity, goes a bit higher, more dramatic, more emotional.
Okay.
Goes from a grunt to like a proper wail.
Yeah, it hurts a bit.
That guitar tone.
I think it's really interesting that they have like the native dancers in there.
Yeah, they were always all about bringing in the culture of Brazil into their sound, and I suppose introducing a lot of Brazil to the rest of the world.
It's so funny to see people like that.
Jet black hair.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the guy I saw before when I first said.
Yes.
So I was right.
No one really plays lead guitars like Andreas as well. He has such a signature sound.
What was so special about it?
To me, it sounds like the guitar's crying.
Yes, okay, well.
It does a lot
Does
of
that to me too.
wah. Just fat riffs.
Ooh. Oh, they're doing the 90s.
The boy band pose.
Yeah. Oh. Nice.
The simplicity of this song is quite nice.
Wow. Sounds like a big poo.
Imagine, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if Ross Robinson mic'd up Max on the toilet when he was constipated or something. Oh, so what do you think of Roots Bloody Roots?
You know, I just had to get my cup of tea just to gather my thoughts. I thought it was a really interesting music video. Like, I think it has a pretty groovy sound for what I've heard in heavy music before. I think the percussion is really unique. Listen, like the only thing out of the lyrical content that I understood is Roots Bloody Roots right at the beginning, and then it just lost me. And honestly, I'm a vocal. I like a good vocal. I like a good lyric. That's what I enjoy listening to. You know this about me. Like, it's kind of what draws me in to a song, and I think that's one of the things with heavy music that I find difficult to connect to because I can't understand what they're saying most of the time. But they are very good at expressing emotion with their voice as an instrument, which is really cool.
Oh, nice. Yeah, so with the lyrics and vocal, like, yeah, the words aside, it was still possible for you to feel, understand that there is, emotion and integrity behind what is being done.
Sure, and I think also, you know, having been with you for a few years, it's not just noise to me anymore. I can understand that it's a well put together piece of music, which is really cool.
Cool. Did the simplicity and the groove help with being able to perhaps follow follow the song or the structure? Did that make a difference at all for you?
Well, it's funny that you say simplicity. Like, to me, it feels in a way anything but simple because there's, for my head, still a lot going on to process. You know what I mean?
That's really cool to hear that.
Yeah, like that feeling of there being some sort of alternate influence spoke really clearly in this song, and I like that a lot. But yeah, like to me it still feels like a lot to process because there's a lot going on within the instruments that are there, including the vocals.
Sure, and it's still like in many ways a foreign or new genre for you to experience, so there is a lot of stimulus to take in that is different for you. He was kind of considered a guy that was either going to make or break a band, because when a band would work with him, everyone was expecting that the album the band would do with him would be different from anything they had done before, and it was so polarizing in many cases that it would
Was that because of his specific style of producing?
Yeah, his style of producing and how he worked with bands, because he's all about the moment and the emotion and not necessarily the technicality and perfect sound. And that's another reason I really enjoy a lot of the bands or the albums that he works on, because he gets particularly the vocalist to dig deep. And I like Roots for that reason, because with Max's vocals you can hear there's more behind the emotion in many ways, and then I am a big fan of his overall sound as well, with the real grimy, sludgy mix and how it does sound very primal.
Yes. Yeah.
And that's not for everyone, but that's a great way to segue to the next one. The next song on our list today is by KoRn, from an album, once again by Ross Robinson. It is the song Twist from the album. Ready for it? Life is Peachy. See what I did there? Yeah, everything's linked. It's very important. It's very important.
Can you put one of those Matrix things in?
Yeah, and then we make it spin round and round. Yeah. Also from the year
1996?
Yeah.
Oh,
good year, right? It's just actually, it is kind of a really sweet thought to think that in 96 and going to 97, it was such a profound period of my life, and it was also the year you were born. But that's really, I think, quite lovely. One of the main ways that you connect with music is through the voice, through the vocals, through the lyrics, and it's important for you to, have a grasp on what's being said. And I did not tell you to say that, I did not even ask you to say that, and I'm just happy you did, because that's perfect for this next song. It's only 49 seconds. What we will do is, there's no music video for it, so we will listen to the audio, so you can just really listen to those lyrics, listen to those words.
Wonderful.
Then we'll go straight into one more version of it, which is a live video version from the Australian Big Day Out Festival, which I just thought was a really nice kind of tip of my hat to such an iconic music festival in Australia that I was lucky enough to go to twice in the late 90s, and it was our biggest alternative music festival at the time. KoRn, Twist, 1996, Life is Peachy, produced by Ross Robinson. Are you ready to twist?
You know what? I'm ready for it.
You're ready for it?
Yes, I can handle anything you throw at me. Sure.
Really listen to the lyrics, okay?
Sounds like a monkey. Oh.
Oh, you didn't understand the rest. I love this bit at the end because he sounds like he's almost out of breath.
Oh yes. Who wouldn't be? So they are from America, right?
Yes. Yeah. There you are.
Oh, look at everybody being happy.
It's also a bit strange seeing so many people together.
It's weird.
It's like, oh yeah, concerts, festivals, that's right.
Wow, the hair.
And it's like, it's all about the bob.
Yeah, and
The new metal bob.
sideburns. Oh boy. Those were different times.
All the long hairstyles.
Scottish fanny pack.
Yeah, he's wearing a Scottish kilt of some sort.
Is he Scottish?
He plays the bagpipes every now and then. I think he has a bit of Scottish heritage in him, hence why he learned the bagpipes.
He didn't say twist in this one.
No, he didn't.
What's the use of it then?
So, what do you think of that?
Well,
Twist. Did you twist? I think actually Elvis Presley covered it. Twist and Shout, or was that the Monkey? Who did Twist and Shout?
The Beatles.
The Beatles.
But I'm forgetting where the original was from.
No, I think they covered KoRn.
Yes. You know, it was very unique. It threw me off for sure, which I think is a cool thing. Yeah, but then the guitars do like a
really weird stuff. Yeah.
I have no clue whatsoever if it was about anything, but at least it got you to be in a different headspace. Because it's just so weird.
Also, I love it because that's how the album opens.
Oh, true,
That's the beginning of their second album, an album that was following the massive success of their debut. So there was a lot of eyes and ears waiting for that album, and I just love that 49 seconds begins the journey of Life is Peachy. There we have it.
Are we gonna rate the albums or something, or the songs?
Oh.
Yeah, like 5 pages.
How they ended. What? That's good.
You know, I am good.
1 to 5 in Peaches. And you can just then tell us why. So start with Roots Bloody Roots by Sepultura. Take a young Paulo out of the equation.
If I have to. So I'll give it 3.5 Peaches.
Okay.
Yes. I'm gonna blurb words. Groovy, wailing guitar, poop vocal. The poop vocal doesn't mean that it was a shit vocal. Just sounded like, you know, he was pooping.
Constipated or something.
Yeah, like a really, really intense session.
Really feeling it.
You'll make something of this in the edit, won't you?
Well, we'll see.
KoRn.
Twist.
Off
you go.
I think I twisted a little bit. I got my 20s, my 20s? Got my 20s. No, got my panties in the twist. Okay. 3 Peaches. When it comes to twist, I'll give it blurb words.
American count as one. Yeah, blurb words.
Don't interrupt me. I'm already going so badly.
You're doing great.
Well, thanks. Okay. Okay. Like both songs, I think that you show me so far make me think more of the voice as an instrument than as something to necessarily say to speak words with. I love doing that. Blurred words, aggressive vocal mini song, weird percussion. Yes.
Okay.
That's not 3 words.
Well, it was like 3 sentences.
No! Blurb words, aggressive vocal, weird percussion mini song.
Okay.
That's at least 4.
I can't.
I'll tell you all about Dave's weird tics later.
Yes.
Yeah.
Subscribe if you would like to discover some more. Subscribe if you want to discover some more weird tics and thingies I have. But you've been watching the Life is Peachy reaction channel. I am David, the host of Life is Peachy, and this is
Chris.
wonderful, wonderful Chris. Thank you for joining me, and we'll see if the kiss is enough to bring her back in 2 weeks.
Are you gonna leave the kiss in? Bye!